Hey guys and welcome, my name is Darenk and today we're gonna play some Rimworld. So this is a game that's still in alpha, version 8. So it's not complete yet, there's still a lot of stuff missing, but it's already a lot of fun. It's a mix between Dwarf Fortress and well, the graphic style is kinda prison attack. It's an indie game, so it's not a triple A, but they have a lot of stuff in it, it's fun. Still lacking endgame, but as I said, it's still in the alpha. And getting to the endgame can be quite challenging sometimes. So if you ever played Dwarf Fortress, you probably just already have an idea how this is going to turn out. If not, this first episode should give you a good idea. So, it's a building survival game. You're a colonist on a new world, which we're going to create now. I always like to make it big. You can randomize the seed, not that it matters. So you're a colonist and you have to survive. And right now the end game is to build a spaceship so you can escape the planet, which doesn't make sense to me. You're colonizing it and then you're trying to escape it at the same time. Doesn't make sense, but that's it, it's alpha. Alright, so this is our world. The north is cold, so if you would start here, the average temperature in January would be negative 45 degrees Celsius. So that would be a very challenging start. I'm not that good yet. I can start up here with negative 60. Yeah, I think we would die really fast. And then the opposite is the south. So this is like in Dwarf Fortress, where the south is hot, the north is cold. So you can see here, you know, it's super hot all year long. It's tropical. Doesn't change much. So I mean, if this is like the equator, then we should have a desert zone here. And looks like it. Not much rain. Barely any rain. And well, and then right next to it you have the tropical rainforest. There should be a mountain chain, which is okay. Maybe that did actually simulate climate pretty well. So we have a desert here, and the rainforest. So this is like the Andes, I guess. The prevalent rain comes here. It rains the mountainsides and create a desert there. That's cool. Anyway, there are enemy colonies. So here's a colony. The red wolves, pirate bands, they will attack you, like the goblins in Dwarf Fortress. But anyway, we can go anywhere we want to. Now, if you start this the first time, I would recommend going to a temperate area, you know. It's not too cold, not too warm in the summer. Temperate forest is perfect. You can start in a... Oh, it's a border for those mountains. Oh, you can start in the mountains, or you can start flat. I think it's a little bit easier to start in the mountains, or at least the hills. Because you can dig in and it's gonna make it a lot easier to defend your base. Because you're most likely gonna die to some weird attack. So we're gonna pick something. I like if you get 3 different stone types, because I like building. So limestone, marble, granite. Sorry about it. We have small hills. Let's actually see if we can get mountains. There you go. Mountains, temperate forest. Average temperature, so it's a little bit colder, but it's fine. Growing season is good. Alright. So you have like those different modes: elevation, rainfall, temperature, biomes. I mean, the full one will be the best. Maybe the temperature is interesting as well. So we're gonna pick the start. Gonna build a new start a new colony. You can either go Cassandra Classic. You know, she will steadily increase the challenges. And then you have like builder mode. You know, the attacks are gonna be weak, casual, rough, challenge, blah blah blah. Challenge is, you know, 100%, so it seems to be the normal mode. You have base builder, so you just want to build a base basically. And then you have random, which just, you know, randomize everything. I like it because it's unpredictable. Sometimes you get, you know, my last 2 colonies died to consecutive attacks of ancient ships, which are like super hard to defeat. It's fun. He keeps it interesting. Okay. So let's select our world. We actually have to reselect our area. I forgot about that. It was like here, right? Sandstone, marble, granite. Oh, sandstone is not bad. Yeah, that sounds about right. Mountains, yeah. Let's select the site. Alright, so you start with 3 colonists. instead of three dwarves. Like in Dwarf Forest, we start with 5, right? Alright, so everybody has different skills: construction, growing, research, mining, shooting, melee, social, cooking, medicine, artistic, crafting. So they're all pretty self-explanatory. Only thing that's important is they can have passions. So if they have 2 fires, assume it's a fire, they have a passion for this. It means they learn faster. So this guy will learn growing fast. He will learn social a little bit faster, and then the rest he'll barely learn at all. So he doesn't really have any passions. He has a lot of social and a passion for it. He has a lot of melee, which is not so useful. A lot of research, which is fine. And no, they're all kind of bad. Okay, you can see how some of them have this crossed out, you know? So he cannot do any growing. Why? Because he's incapable of plant work. I don't know why, because he's a hooligan. Yeah. They have little no space for cooking and growing activity, so he can't cook. Well, he can cook actually, he has a 0. What does it mean he's incapable of? Oh yeah. So yeah, this is a pretty bad starting group, to be honest. So the social, you need to convince people to join your colony. So this can be useful. He has construction, which is nice. I'm gonna reroll this guy. I just don't like it. I need one who's somewhat decent at shooting. So you can randomize and reload for well, in case you don't get something. So this one I like more. He's incapable of social, which is fine. We have our dude here. He's a surgeon, but he cannot do medicine. Weird. Why not? That doesn't make any sense. You know what? I'm gonna. That's just stupid. A chef. He's somewhat decent at shooting. I think we're gonna keep him. I don't want to spend too much time. Oh, he's 66. Oh well, whatever. I don't spend too much time here. You can. Did I know? I didn't need to. Whatever. You can rename your guys. Whatever you want to. Anyway, let's just jump in. This is good. Remember, this game is still an alpha, so it's not optimized for multi-threading, I think. So it all runs on one core. The loading times can be pretty long. I don't know why there's no sound. Actually, that was pretty quick. Alright, the 3 of you awake in your cryo-sleep sarcophagus to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Okay, so maybe I did read this one. So you're not colonists, you're crash landing on this world. So I guess it makes sense you're trying to escape, but I don't know. I don't want to escape, I want to build a base. Okay, sometime later you land on this unknown Rimworld. As a piece of shell that falls around you, you start making plans to survive. Alright, so our guys will come down here. Here we go. Do we have 3 girls? Oh no, he's male. Man. He looks like a girl. Female. It's a male too. Oh well. Okay. Alright, so this is our world. Yeah, I forgot what size we picked. Ooh, we have a lot of mountain here. You have those rooms with cryosleep caskets. Yeah, we're gonna discover later what they will do. There's some rooms that you could use. So if you land like next to a room, something like this, you can build in there, and that's really nice. It saves you some time. It's an interesting world. This actually looks like a pretty good place to build. The steam geysers can be used as energy source. Yeah, I really like this world. This is kind of okay. I think this is shallow. Okay, they can walk through here. Okay, what this means, since they can walk through, we could build a wall here and have like this whole section for ourselves, and then dig in the mountain. I think that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna set our base here and build walls to defense. Okay. Anyway, so the first thing you want to do is you have this bunch of materials. You have wood here. They all have a little X. That means they're forbidden, so your colonists would not use them. You want to unforbid everything in the vicinity of your base. Alright, you have medicine here. Next thing you're gonna do, you have 3 weapons. You have a knife, a pistol, and a Lee Enfield, which is the rifle, right? So you wanna give the rifle to the guy with the best shooting, or the girl. You can cycle for your colonists with hammer or dot. Yeah. So 6 shooting, 5, 3. Nobody has a passion. 6 the best, so you're gonna get this weapon. 5 here, and you're gonna get the knife. Happy birthday. Alright. You might, so there is stuff like here. As you can see there's steel here. You might be tempted to unfold with this right away, but the problem is, those meals here, your people will then run and get those, which is gonna take a lot of time. So you're better off just unforbid everything in your starting area and then start building. Alright, so you want to build around this because that's going to be our energy source. So the first thing you want to build, so if you click on architect here, you can have your different orders, your interface basically. So your orders, you can, cancel, deconstruct, mine, hull things, cut lands, harvest, chop wood, hunt. Claim is, you could claim this building. Smooth forward and stuff like this. We're gonna build a lot with wood in the beginning, so I always like to designate some trees. Next bonfire is the zones. So if you played Draw Fortress, you can already see that this is a lot easier to do. We have stockpiles, dumping stockpile, growing zones. So we want to set up a stockpile. So a stockpile is where our colonists will bring materials. We're gonna designate area right here be our stockpile. So all that wood, all that steel, all that silver they're gonna bring over here. And then we're also gonna designate a dumping stockpile. So remember, the dumping stockpile is right where they bring trash or corpses. And every time they pass, unless they're psychopaths, I didn't even look at what they are. They're cool skinned, just means it's okay with colder temperatures. Okay, so we have a psychopath. The psychopath has no empathy, the suffering doesn't bother her at all. She doesn't mind if others are butchered, left unburied, imprisoned, or sold to slaves. So you can sell people to slave traders. So she doesn't care about this stuff. Other people will care if they're like lazy. Perfect. Other people care if they walk by dead bodies. So you wanna put a dumping pile, somewhat to the side. People don't pass all the time. Because otherwise they pass all the corpses all the time and they'll get unhappy thoughts. And then we want to designate a grown zone. Grown zone is where we will grow food. I'm just gonna do it up here for now. And then you can click on it and decide what you want to grow. You can just click on it. Potatoes, strawberry, cotton gives you cloth, double strand gives you cloth. I have no idea what this gives you. Roses, I don't know if there's any benefit. You might be able to sell it and you can do a bunch of trees in case you don't have any wood. Just gonna leave it on potatoes. Okay, so that's a good start. The next thing we want to build is structure. We have a bunch of your structures that you can build. You can build walls, doors basically, and outer doors. For those you need power. You want to leave it alone. So steel is your most important resource. Pretty hard to get. You have to mine for it here or find it in the world. So you only have a limited amount. It's much easier to get wood in the beginning. What you can do is you can just click on this and change your resource to wood. Right. So we need a first building, kind of meeting hall building. And we kind of want this close to the stockpile, close to where you get your food. I'm gonna build it right here. Now it's gonna be our meeting hall, so it needs to be reasonably big. So this is our wall. I wanna build a 9x9 rune, which is good size. Actually, let me think about this. I wanna build these 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I wanna have it at least this big. And this long, I think. Okay, so we're gonna build these walls. Well, obviously gonna need a door, so we're gonna do a wood door. Now I wanna have, this is gonna be my meeting dining area basically. So I'm gonna do this. You also wanna build a sleeping spot. Now your colonists are gonna be happy, unhappy. So just put those here for a second. Who cares? They have thoughts, and they have a mood basically. If you play Drawforge, you know this. So they have a happiness. They get too unhappy, they will leave your colony. So you want to keep them happy. They get unhappy if they have no sleeping place. They get exhausted and then they get tired, minus whatever, and then eventually they will leave. So you want to have a sleeping place. Now they will be happier if it's a real bed. Also they will be happy if they don't have to share a room. The beginning, it's just easier. You have this new world colonist optimism, so we can, you know, they'll be okay with this. Later on, you want to have the different methods you can do. You can do a communion or whatever, sleeping room for everybody, and just make it really beautiful, and that'll be okay. I kind of like to make everybody his own little house or room. It feels just more realistic. It might not be the most efficient, but it feels more realistic. So we're gonna start this. Oh, also we want to go to overview. Here you can set what your people do. In the beginning, you know, I just give everybody everything. You know, it doesn't really matter. We want everybody to do stuff. We don't want to have anybody who is lazy. You can see some, so this guy cannot do plant cutting or art. That's fine, he cannot do much. So. That's fine, but everybody can construct, and that's what we need. So we're gonna set up this first building. That will be good. Actually, I do want... Who is our guy who likes growing? Do we have somebody? You can see how, like, if this is dark, if this is bright, they have a passion for it then. Let's look at Bennett, right? So he has a somewhat passion for all those things, for construction. You look at this, construction is something like this. He's incapable of cooking, so he's a 0, so it's like this black. And if somebody has a huge passion, can you see that too? We had somebody who had huge passions, right? No? Yeah, growing. Hoffman, or the guy who started changing the name on accident. Hoffman. Growing. I thought maybe this is just how high the skill is. The higher the skill, the more bright it is. Well, you can set manual priorities up here. So right now they give everything the same priority. Well, we want him to be our grower because he has a passion for it. So now he's gonna prioritize growing over everything else. So he should go up here to our grown field right away. And he's gonna start growing potato plants. And you wanna start having food right away. You can hunt those squirrels, or you can just grow potato plants, which honestly is easier. So you can speed up here on the side, you know, you can do normal speed, you can pause, somewhat faster speed, and then super fast speed. Up there's some silver we can unforbid. Anything up here that we can unforbid? No. Oh, there's some more silver, some more steel. This is relatively close. The silver you can build walls with, but really you just want to have... you can use it to trade. So the next thing, which you don't really need to do, but I like to do again, you can build floors. I like to build a nice set of wood floors in here. Right, you can see what had just happened is, it got roofed. So now if you look here on the side out here, it says outdoors 20 degrees. Now we're indoors 19 degrees. So they also get an unhappy bonus if you sleep outdoors. Now they won't get it if they sleep in here because they're indoors. But it's dark. So right now, spacious interior +5, but it should get... Don't get a darkness? No, maybe it's not dark enough. I wish you could build windows. Maybe they will add that. So they're gonna build our wood floor. As I said, I just like to do it. I think they walk fast on it. Walking speed 100%, yeah. So they walk fast on it. I don't know, I think it looks nice. It's really nice wood floor. I would love to have this in my apartment. The next thing you want to think about is setting up power. Because we want to get to, what is it, production, a nutrient paste dispenser, which makes sure that our people won't starve. You want to set up some power, you can set up solar generators or wind turbines. In the very beginning, just setting up some solar is by far the easiest. Let's see, we're gonna build probably homes in this direction. We have all stockpile here. I'm gonna put them right here. 2 solar is gonna be enough. And we're gonna put a power conduit. So power conduit transfers power, obviously. Just to the door. The door will transfer the power to where we need it. Another thing you need is we're gonna need another structure. Because solar obviously only creates power during daylight, you're gonna need something, a battery to store that power. But the battery cannot be outside. It has to be inside, because if it's outside and it rains, they will explode, and that's not good. I don't want to put them in here because I want to put other stuff in here, so I'm gonna put in a quick room. No, not very big. I cannot build. I have to cancel that first. Wow. Well, I can build just a quick room. Doesn't have to be big. Just to make sure that our batteries are inside. And then I'm gonna put, 4 batteries in. That's all I want to do. Make sure they don't explode. And this will be our base setup, and then once this is done, we're gonna put in a nutrient dispenser, but we'll do this next episode. So thank you for watching. As this is the first episode of the series, you want to support this, please hit the like button, leave any comments, subscribe if you want to see more. Because I plan to make this around until we die, basically. Anyway, I see you guys next time. If you have any comments or suggestions, yeah, just leave it, obviously in the comments. Thank you, and see you guys next time.